Imagine getting bitten by a tiny insect and weeks later developing strange symptoms that can silently affect your skin, joints, heart, and even brain. This is exactly what happens in Lyme disease, a bacterial infection caused by Borrelia burgdorferi, transmitted through the bite of infected black-legged ticks, commonly called deer ticks. Lyme disease is one of the most common vector-borne illnesses in many parts of the world, especially in North America and Europe. What makes this disease dangerous is that early symptoms often look harmless, like mild flu or skin irritation, causing many patients to ignore warning signs until complications begin. If untreated, this infection can progress from a simple skin lesion to serious neurological and cardiac disorders, making early recognition absolutely critical for healthcare professionals. The earliest and most classic symptom is a characteristic skin rash called Erythema migrans, often described as a bullseye lesion because it starts as a red spot and expands outward with central clearing. This happens because bacteria multiply locally in the skin, triggering inflammation and dilation of blood vessels. Patients commonly develop fever, chills, fatigue, headache, muscle pain, and joint aches because the immune system releases inflammatory cytokines while fighting the infection, producing flu-like symptoms. As bacteria spread through the bloodstream, patients may complain of facial drooping known as Bell's palsy, caused by inflammation of cranial nerve 7. Some develop palpitations, dizziness, or chest discomfort due to Lyme carditis, where bacteria inflame cardiac conduction tissue, sometimes leading to heart block. Later stages often cause severe arthritis, especially in large joints like the knee, because persistent immune activation causes synovial inflammation and fluid accumulation. The pathophysiology begins when an infected tick remains attached to human skin long enough to transmit Borrelia burgdorferi into the bloodstream. After entering the skin, the bacteria initially multiply at the bite site, producing local inflammation and formation of erythema migrans. Next, the spirochetes evade immune destruction by altering surface proteins, allowing them to survive and migrate through connective tissues and blood circulation. During dissemination, bacteria spread to distant organs, including joints, nervous system, heart, and skin. In joints, bacterial antigens stimulate inflammatory cells, causing chronic synovitis and pain. In the nervous system, inflammation affects meninges, cranial nerves, and peripheral nerves, leading to meningitis, neuropathy, or facial paralysis. In the heart, inflammation disrupts electrical conduction pathways, causing arrhythmias or heart block. Without treatment, ongoing inflammation and immune response can cause chronic complications and tissue damage. Medical management focuses on early antibiotic therapy to eliminate the bacteria before complications develop. In early localized disease, oral antibiotics such as doxycycline are commonly prescribed because they effectively target Borrelia and penetrate tissues well. Amoxicillin or cefuroxime may be used in children or pregnant patients where doxycycline is less suitable. For severe neurological involvement or cardiac complications, intravenous antibiotics like ceftriaxone are preferred because they provide higher systemic concentrations and better penetration into the central nervous system. Pain and inflammation can be controlled using nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs to reduce joint swelling and discomfort. Cardiac monitoring is essential in patients with Lyme carditis because conduction abnormalities may worsen rapidly and require temporary pacing in severe cases. The most important medical principle is early diagnosis and prompt treatment to prevent progression into late-stage disease. Nursing management begins with thorough patient assessment, especially history of tick exposure, outdoor activities, recent travel to endemic areas, and onset of rash or flu-like symptoms. Nurses should carefully monitor vital signs, neurological status, joint swelling, pain severity, and cardiac rhythm in patients with suspected complications. Medication administration is crucial, ensuring patients complete the full antibiotic course because incomplete treatment may allow persistent infection. Patient education is one of the most important nursing responsibilities. Teach patients to inspect skin after outdoor exposure. Remove ticks properly with fine tweezers. Wear protective clothing. And use insect repellents to prevent future bites. Nurses should explain warning signs such as facial weakness, palpitations, severe headache, or worsening joint pain that require urgent medical review through early recognition, education, and proper management. Nurses play a vital role in preventing long-term disability caused by Lyme disease.